Australians are shelling out hundreds of dollars to pay to store their items, from an abundance of appliances to collectibles and even cars. Well, joining me live is Gary Mortimer, Professor of Marketing and Consumer Behaviour and the Queensland University of Technology. How are you? A very interesting story here. So yes, Aussies certainly spending up. Why are consumers doing this?
Yeah, hi, Jimmy. Listen, there's a number of reasons, obviously. One is overconsumption. It's so easy to buy things these days. You can tap and go, you can scan and go. There's such easy access to credit. We've got the growth of fast fashion. We've got disposable furniture. So a lot of that brick and brack is stored away. And then, of course, we've got people downsizing from larger homes to smaller homes. They don't want to get rid of their old furniture. They want to hold on to that. They store that as well. And then, of course, we've got some temporary storage as well. But a lot of what we store is a direct result of what we've, accumulated over many years.
And what are some of the main items that people do store?
Yeah, really interesting. So things like, hobbies. It could also be things like old furniture, old white goods, that we don't want to get rid of for some strange reason. Memorabilia. So it could be prints and things that have been given to us as friends, and we don't want to dispose of those. And the other one is sporting equipment. So we all have these great intentions to get fit and healthy at the start of every year. Usually lasts a couple of months, and then we store that, that walker or that runner away in a storage container because we've got no room around the home or the apartment for it.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's hard to let go of something, and especially if something is good quality, or as you mentioned, it's of memorabilia and an emotional sort of sense. But we obviously year on year continue to buy more, but not really throw too much out.
No, I mean, obviously there's a real connection to things that we've received or we've purchased. What we refer to as this symbolic connection. It could be that you've travelled overseas, you've bought something overseas, that item has some meaning to you. Maybe it's an heirloom that's been passed down from grandparents or parents that have passed. And again, you don't want to let go of it because it contains memories, it contains a sense of nostalgia. And I guess it symbolises, who you are as a person yourself. So, the challenge then becomes is where do I put it as we buy more stuff every year, and then we start to move into these storage facilities. And I'm sure viewers have watched those those Netflix shows and those reality TV shows about storage containers that have been left there for many years and been abandoned.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't store it all in the cloud, can we? Just our photos, but they're a lot smaller than a big cupboard. So, yeah, how do we fix it all? I mean, I guess we have to cull, we have to say goodbye to some of our prized possessions, but how do we do it?
Yeah, listen, I guess it's really difficult to start with. It starts with, ultimately not buying things that we don't really need. And I know this is really difficult, but one way around that is to actually use cash. So the studies have shown you actually take cash out at the beginning of every week or every month and use that cash. As you buy things, you start to physically see that cash decline. So therefore, we're more careful about what we actually go out and buy. And then, of course, if we've got stuff that you just don't want to dispose of, you don't want it going into landfill, there's plenty of charity stores, second-hand stores that will take it. So there's been a real strong focus on upcycling, recycling, and rehoming these sort of dormant goods around society.
Think before we spend and not be so impulsive, which can be hard, can't it, Gary Mortimer?
Absolutely, Jane. It certainly can be.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Great to see you.
It's all good. Bye-bye.